Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's our LeetCode daily challenge problem is find valid matrix given row and column sums, right? So what we are given is basically we are given like two vectors, row sum and column sum, okay? And what we have to do is we have to return a 2D matrix, right? And its number of rows would be equivalent to row sum dot length, and its column would be equivalent to column sum dot length. All right. And what we have to do is, right, so basically we have to return this particular 2D vector, and it would be the values in this 2D vector in such a way that the row sum, see, we are given the row sum 3 and 8, so there are two rows. So first row sum would be 3, second row sum would be 8, right? And first column sum, right, that is 3 and 1 would be 4, and second column sum would be 7, right? So 3 plus 0 is equal to 3, 1 plus 7 would be 8, right? And 3 plus 1 would be 4, and 0 plus 7 would be 7, right? So hope you have understood the problem. Now what I will be doing to solve this problem, first of all, what I will be doing is I will be making a 2D vector that we have to return, right? And initially I will be putting zeros in all of them. Here I have make a 2D vector, right? And its number of rows would be equivalent to row sum size, and number of columns would be equivalent to column sum row size, right? And initially it is containing all the values are zero. Okay, hope you have understood, right? So what I will be doing is I will be traversing through this 2D vector, right? And at every index I will be updating some value, and what I will be storing at this particular value is I will be like, I will show you here. So what I have done is I have maken a vector, right, of 3 cross 3 size, right? This is our second example. Okay, so basically this one. Okay, so this is our row sum that is given, that is 5, 7, 10, and column sum is 8, 6, 8, right? So initially I have, what I will do, I will make a 3 cross 3 vector, right? And initially I will be keeping zeros in all of values in all of the values of 2D vector, right? All of the indexes, right? So I will be traversing through this vector. So currently I am here, that is I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 0. And this I0 is pointing to this particular zeroth index of this row sum vector, and this j is equal to 0 will be pointing to 0 index of this particular vector, right? Now what I will be doing is I will be comparing these two values at the same time. And what I will be doing is I will be updating this particular index, ijth index of the vector with the minimum value of this particular, with the minimum of these two values, right? So what is the minimum value? 5. So I will be updating that is 0, 0th index of 2D vector with 5, right? So basically we have now our rows contain 5 and columns contain 5. So basically we will subtract it from here, right? So now our column sum becomes 0, right here, and our column sum at 0th index becomes 3. All right. Now I will be moving to j is equal to 1, right? Because I am traversing through the vector. Okay. So now I will comparing these two values. Okay, what is the minimum? 0. So basically what I will be doing is I will be updating this value with the 0 and subtracting 0 from both of them. So it will remain the same and the vector will also remain the same, right? Nothing will happen. Now I will be moving to I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2, right? So 0 and 8 values. I will be comparing them. What is the minimum? So minimum value would be 0, right? So I will be updating this particular value with 0, and what I will be doing is subtracting 0 from both of them, so it will remain the same, nothing will happen. But I have basically traversed all the elements of this particular row, and as you can see, our row sum is 5, right? Our row sum is 5. Now I will be solving I will be moving to first index row, that is the second row, right? This is our the same vector that we have, the updated vector, right? So where I will be at this particular I is equal to 1 and at 0th column, right? So I will be checking 7 and 3. What is the minimum? 3. So I will be updating this 0 with 3. So 3 has come here, okay? And I will subtract 3 with both of them. So it becomes 4 and 0, right? Now I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. comparing both of them. What is the minimum? 4. I will be updating 4 here, right? And subtracting from 4 from both of these values, so it becomes 0 and it becomes 2. I is equal to 1, j is equal to 2, right? I will be comparing this. 0 is there, so minimum is 0, so nothing will happen. The vector will remain the same. Okay. Now I have solved the second row, right? And the sum is 4 plus 3, that is 7. Okay. And now 10 and basically the second row, right? So I is equal to 2 and our column sum is equal to 0, right? I will be comparing this. Minimum value is 0, so nothing will happen. Okay. Now this 10 and 2, see, the minimum is 2, so basically minimum value is 2, so I will be subtracting 2 from both of them and updating our vector with 2. Okay. So here it is 2 and it becomes 8 and 8. Now see, as you can see, as we are at the last index, so our basically we contains 8 8 and row sum and column sum, right? And once I will find the minimum is 8 and I will subtract 8 from both of them, so it becomes 8, right? So basically I have solved the third row also, and its sum is 10 as it was given. Now we check the column. 5 3 is equal to 8, that is 8, right? 4 2 is equal to 6, that is 6, and 8 is equal to 8. And why we get this particular values? So see, at the same time, while we are solving the row, we were subtracting the right value from the column also, right? So basically minimum value was basically we were getting the 5 as the minimum value, so we have subtracted 5. So basically we have got 3, and right, and we have to move to next column. So basically we will get rid of this particular 3 in the next iteration. So right, and this is the code for this particular value. Nothing, we were traversing through the 2D vector, right? We will be getting the minimum value of row sum I and column sum j, right? So we will get the minimum value. And what we will be doing is updating our matrix with this particular val and subtracting rows of I index and columns j index with this particular val, right? And if I run it, yes, it is running fine. And if I submit it, it's taking a bit time. I think there's a network issue. Yes, it is accepted. Okay. So hope you have understood the problem, right? See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.